75 hours invested, $42 from Mozoic display ads, and $35 from affiliate revenue. Hey, that's $1 per hour. Now, it doesn't sound like much yet, but hear me out, because it's going to be amazing in a couple of months, and you need to know why, so you can start earning passively from your blog as well. Now, I started this case study to see how much you could earn from a small site, something you could build in a month. So at the end of March, I invested 75 hours of my time and I wrote 2 articles per day. Now we are now 5 months in, and I only started monetizing the site about 2 months ago, so we have 2 months of revenue data now. Now in last month's video I talked about the waiting game, where you write these articles and almost nothing seems to happen. Let's dive in the computer for this. Now look at that growth. That's so insane to me that that's possible. And looking at the first few months, it's easy to think that nothing will happen, even though you've invested so much time and energy into it. Well, thanks, Best Joost. Now, you can't just write a couple of articles and hope that it will start ranking. It doesn't work like that. You have to write them all because they all complement each other, and well, they let Google know that you are really an expert on your topic and you really know your stuff when it comes to your topic. Now, this case study shows what's possible with just a couple of articles, but you have to commit if you want something like this for yourself. Now, I could do this within a month and 2 articles per day, and I would rather have $32 in perpetuity than having seen all Game of Thrones episodes in 1 month. Although I can't talk about GOT now at parties. Okay, let's decode this some more. Hi, my name is Joost, the Content Decoder, and today I'll show you the magic of compounding, because that's essentially what we're doing here. Compounding passive income from something I did at the end of March, way back a few months ago. Now at first, it doesn't seem much, earning just $1 per hour. But unlike working for a living, I don't have to do anything else for this money to come in. I just did the work once back in March, and now every month I earn something from my blog. My hourly rate goes up and up automatically. Now there are 2 factors here that cause this to take a long time. The time it takes to rank for your articles and the time it takes to compound. Now, the first is that it takes some time to rank with your site. SocMat Sean says it takes up to 90 days for Google to index and rank your pages, but it can take up to 1.5 years for it to rank well. And Ahrefs did a case study and found that most pages ranking on position 1 in Google are over 3 years old. So you have to give this some time. Now, going for underserved topics and answering specific questions like I did in this case study can significantly reduce the time it takes to rank. But I am relying on some money pages as well, like best skimboards, which can take a long time to surface on the first page of Google even, let alone position 1. So the best is yet to come, I think, in this case study. And the second thing holding you back from earning a nice hourly wage from your blogging is that it takes time for your earnings to compound. So while I'm at $1 per hour now, in a few months that will turn into a whopping $2 per hour. Okay, still not much to look at, but compounding plus ranking equals a lot of waiting and a lot of passive income. It's like we say in the Netherlands, patience is a clean cause. Let's look at some numbers. Okay, so let's first look at Google Analytics. I started writing at the end of March here, going into April, then a few visitors every day. And then it started to pick up a bit. I wish it grew sooner, because when Google picked up my site, the summer was almost over, and I think the decline after that is because of, well, summer's over and I've got a site on skimboarding, which is kind of a summer activity. So people will start researching this less and less, I think, as the summer goes by. But I'm expecting great things November and December when people are buying stuff for themselves or as gifts. Now let's look at how the site is ranking. I also have this cool Data Studio report where I can look at Google Analytics data and some Google Search Console data to see how my site is faring. So the top traffic pages get a lot of page views, but also a large percentage of what you can see here. So the top 4 pages here are almost 40% of all of the traffic that I get. And then it goes down after that. So I'm largely depending on a few key pages here. What size skimboard do I need? Complete sizing chart and a flatland skimboard guide. And this one is doing surprisingly well. It's a guide on high or low tide, better for skimboarding. So a very specific question, but it brings in, well, a lot of traffic already. Then another interesting thing is to see which keywords my site is ranking for right now. So the skimboard size chart is obviously a large keyword, and I'm on position 1 for that. And this is all Google Search Console data, so no paid tool or anything. Wax a tail pad, the best time to surf, surfing apps, how to skimboard. Those are all pages that I'm ranking for, but not even on page 1 yet. I've actually been down 10 positions, so I was on position 25 last month and now position 15. So you can see my overall position on a lot of these larger keywords is going down, which is better going down. In this case it's better because the lower the position, well, the higher you are in Google. And because I'm interlinking all these articles, they all can support each other. Now remember, the more you write, the better your blog starts ranking as you become an authority in your niche. And while 50 articles may seem like a lot at first, it really isn't that much. With this case study, I wanted to show you what's possible with even a month of writing, and I'll keep you posted on the results on this YouTube channel. But you can learn right now how to answer specific questions and dominate search. It's what I show you in this entertaining video where I write 24 articles in 24 hours to please Google with some helpful nuggets on how to write great posts. Or click on the link for Ezoic in the description to start earning with your blog today.